I saw this clip of Oprah interviewing Elizabeth Gilbert, and she said her biggest regret was not learning to tell the truth sooner. Not to other people, to herself. And I couldn't stop thinking about that because I've done the same thing. I prioritize someone else's comfort over my own truth more times than I can count. And the cost? I lost myself. In this video, we'll talk about the truths we avoid telling ourselves and what can happen when we finally say them out loud. Not in a harsh way, but in a kind way. So here's my truth, and maybe it'll help you face yours too. Sometimes the hardest person to be honest with is ourselves. We've learned that honesty can feel unsafe. If we grew up pleasing others to stay connected, or if we hid our needs to avoid conflict, we may tell ourselves things like, I'm fine, or it's not that bad, or this is just how I am. Not because they're true, but because they help us cope. People-pleasing, shame, and trauma can distort our perception of who we are. We consistently lie to ourselves, and that becomes so familiar, we mistake it for our actual identity. But there are also some myths we tell ourselves that keep us stuck in this pattern. We tell ourselves, the truth will hurt people. And sometimes it will, but lies hurt more and for longer. The people who truly care about you want to know who you really are, not who you think they want you to be. We convince ourselves, if I ignore it, it'll go away. But in my experience, ignored truths don't disappear. They get louder. They show up in our bodies, our dreams, our relationships. They demand attention eventually. We believe I'm protecting others by not speaking up. This is the biggest lie we tell ourselves. We're not protecting anyone. We're making decisions for them about what they can and cannot handle. And we're depriving them of an authentic relationship with us. Here's something important. The truth doesn't have to be mean or a wrecking ball that tears everything down. Honesty rooted in compassion can sound like, I'm really struggling right now, and that's okay. Or, I don't think this job or this relationship or this version of me is working anymore. Being honest with ourselves is about clarity. Clarity is what gives us the power to actually change, to heal, to grow. Actually, pause this video right now. Think about one truth that you've been avoiding. What comes up first? And keep that in mind as I share what happened when I finally faced mine. I grew up believing that being useful made me lovable. That if I just worked hard enough, took care of everyone else, then maybe I'd finally feel like I'm enough. So I became incredibly productive. I filled every moment with tasks and to-dos. And from the outside, it probably looked like I had it all together. But inside, I was exhausted. Underneath that exhaustion was a painful truth. I didn't believe I was worthy unless I was doing something for someone else. That kind of belief doesn't just go away because I'm aware of it. It's a tough truth that has been hard to unlearn. I'm starting to realize worth isn't earned. You don't have to prove your value to be cared for. You don't have to be useful to deserve love. And changing my mindset is still a work in progress. Some days, resting feels like guilt. Slowing down feels like failure. I'm still learning that just being is enough, that I'm enough.